Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tim Dowd. I'm actually in Little Germany, but because the restaurant next door's branched out, closed, Little Germany's branched out. So, hello, everybody. Let's have a look to see what we got here. British Rail have XZ. I've come in the middle of a conversation here. Evening all, says Jill. Good for you, Bob. So I've missed everything. I've done my thumbs up already. How do you know it was going to be good? Okay, let's have a see. Joe, got my first jab today. Well done. Let's see. Hi. Tom Ferrant and Tom Herdman. Simon Ferrant, sorry. And Tom Herdman, Chris Ailing, Frankie's online, Helen Casey, Anne Hilton, Tom Herdman, hi. Anne Hilton again. Helen Casey. Okay, Craig Andrews, I see. Chris Anne Hilton again. Okay, so everyone's having a bit of a chit chat before I got here. And Sharon says, hope you're all well. And Christina. Well, Christina decided to come today.
Hello.
But she doesn't have a microphone or anything. Because she said she don't want to speak. She just wants to eat. So we're going to eat at Little Germany today. This is next door here. There you go. And as I say, we're outside in the Little Romantica there, the Little Romantica. So, what have I got for you today? I hope you can hear me. Just make sure you can hear me. Hi, Tim. Going in November. Going to be November, says Brian. Well, it's not long. I mean, the last year's scooted by, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Last year's totally scooted by, so it shouldn't be that long. Tina's online. Hi, Tina. Alan. Done trucking. Saying hi, Christina. Michelle saying hi. Steve C saying hi. And the good evening all. Daylight staying later tonight. Lovely sunshine in Lytham St. Anne's. That's good. Okay, cool. Andrew. Hi, Tim and Christina. Wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. Ian Miller says, evening, everybody. Hope to have a good day just about the end of the month. Did you ever notice there's more month at the end of the money? Well, there you go. Careful, Tim, if you're in the Romantica. Last time I sat here and talked to you guys, I only had 2 beers because I was too busy chit-chatting. But there you go.
I think 2 beers are enough.
2 beers are enough. That's one of the reasons I don't bring you. I mean, if I bring her online from home, you know. See, this is where she normally sits. Let's see who's in our house. Nobody's in our house. It's just a microphone.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Anybody there? Anybody there? Nobody there. Okay, let's take this offline. The reason I've got my computer at home online is because I've got 2 videos set up to show you to see if that works. So Sonia saying hi. KS, hello, ihr beiden. Should have been flying today. Gutted, Keith. Oh, what a shame. And Derek, Giuliana says, hubby and I both had the first vaccine now. Feeling hopeful we'll be out there in October. Cool dude, Jill. Darren John, hello. I talked to a guy called Darren John today. Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. Evening tree. Yo, the Crackmaster's in the house. Oh, I'm not a diver. So what do? I'm not a real diver. Tim, love that place. How much is the beer there? Well, the thing is, if you get the German beer, it's $3.90. But if you get the normal Dorada, I think it's $2.50 or something like that. So it's not bad. And they also have a selection of bottled beers as well, if you fancy bottled beers. But it's really not that bad. Hope to see maybe in July, but definitely October. Neil Davison, super cool, Neil. And Steve D says, what bottled beer do you like? I like this Franciscana. And it's the dark one, Dunkles Weizen. It's a wheat beer, and it's sort of cloudy, but you're supposed to put it into a special glass and then swing the bottle around to get the yeast out the bottom, then throw the yeast in, and it all goes cloudy and everything. But basically, I just shove it out the bottle. And Christina, as a true Bavarian, says it's a shandy. It's a shandy. It's not a shandy, a shandy. Hello all, says the Crackmaster. Done trucking. Hi, Daniel. Okay. Yes, Tim. Darren John would have been me. Cool, dude. Okay, so what we're going to do today? I have the. I'm going to do a werbung. What's a werbung? An advert for my podcast. I've been doing the podcast now for, I think I've done 8 episodes now in the new series. And what I decided to do was to do a little bit of weather. So I'll tell you what the weather was like during the day. So as an aftcast, so it's like a, just did shut though. Okay. A little bit of weather in the back. And then I come up and give you the COVID details, but very, very short. So I do the COVID details a bit like this. So I'm going to put the COVID thing on it now. Here we go. Here's the COVID thing. And then I'm going to go and get the banners and stick up the 22nd, which was the last time that I actually talked to you guys about it. So there was Canarias 6,000, Tenerife 2244, Arona 80, Adeki 107, Grande Diabona 87, and 44.7 day average. So that was dead quick. And then I go ahead and do the update where today, or yesterday it was, because I haven't got today's yet, 57.40, so that's down. 22.44 is the same. Arona's 80. Oh, so that's the same. Adeki 105 down by 2. Grande Diabona 81, that's down. And a 7-day average 48, it's gone up slightly. So that's what I do. Then I do the weather, the COVID. Then I actually go over to Janet Anscombe's website and I look to see if there's anything new that she's posting. And at the moment, she posts a lot about COVID. She posts a lot about getting legal, posting a lot about people who live here that have to get sort of sorted out. And but also she does things like a couple of days ago, she posted about a parrot, an indigo macaw. No, it wasn't indigo. Hyacinth macaw called Blue in Laurel Park, and how they look after her there. And then the posted about the volcanic tubes that you can now visit again. They're opening the volcanic tubes. And let me just take this branding off. Brand off. Yeah, so that I read some of that out. Then I go over to the government website and have a look to see what the headlines are there. If there's something interesting, I'll delve into it and see if I can translate it on the fly with Google. And if the translation doesn't really work automatically, which is very good actually, then I'll go back into the Spanish and see if I can make sense of it and stuff. So it's pretty good. I think it gives you a bit of information. And what I'm going to be able to do is when people start coming over, I'm going to be meeting you on the street and just interviewing you. A very short interview. Hi, where are you from? What hotel are you staying in? Or which area do you like best? And have you got any tips or anything you don't like? And just interview a few holidaymakers and then bring that into the podcast. So that'll be interesting. I'll go out in the afternoon after the podcast has been done and then interview the people for the next day. So that's the plan anyway. That is the plan. Good evening, everyone. Done Trucking says, okay, I've actually got the things on here now. So Yamaha Rider, hello, Mr. Tree. Mark Hawley. What does the 7-day average need to be for things to open more? Well, basically, it's under 50, we go down to level 1. But because we were on the upgrade, they put us back up to level 2. So under 50, it's got to be. And we're on the border now, and the tendence was up. So they decided to close us down before we got the benefit of level 1 last week. Unfortunately, what happened was we went to level 1, which is the lowest level of alert without being nothing, where the bars could open till 1 o'clock in the morning, 10 people on a table, 100% of terraces, 75% inside, 4 people at the bar, and a lot more freedom. And the curfew is 1 till 6, or there's no curfew, in fact. Just the bars have to close at 1. So, but then they hobbled us for the time when it was the carnival. And so when the carnival time was on, the carnival didn't happen, but when it was carnival season, if you like, for that 10 days, they said for these 10 days, because people are going to go out and party anyway, what I'm going to do is they're going to make the curfew 10 o'clock. So in actual fact, we went up a level to level 2, but we could actually open the bars an hour later till 11. So now the curfew is 11 till 6. You can have 6 people on a table that don't live with you. So that means 6 foreigners or people not in your household. You can have 75% of the place full and 50% inside and 2 people at the bar. So those are the rules at the moment as they stand. But this is Kirsty coming behind me. She's not coming behind me. Oh, yeah, yes, please. No, noch ein Bier, noch ein Bier. When somebody says, "Do you want a beer?" then we got to get a beer. Okay, what we got? Done tricking. Oh, here's a big one. Thank you, Tim, for my mobile phone voiceover message is amazing. Not answering my phone purposely as the call can hear it. Yeah, so I also did one of those. Let's put this up. Aftercast Tenerife afternoons. Thank you. So basically, I'm doing this this podcast, but also I did a little video, which you can see on. How do I get rid of this now? Oh, yeah, there we go. Did a little video that you can have a look. I'll put it up here, where it basically tells you get a free voiceover. And I did say that people could support the channel if they wanted to, and everybody who asked for a voiceover up to now has supported the channel. And so thank you very much for all of you guys. So TV Richard, Joanna says, hi JJ, okay. Dave says, Janet says, no headache tablets in Laurel Park. The parrots eat them all. That's my joke. Why is there no aspirin in the jungle? Because the parrots ate them all. Oh my God. What are you eating tonight, Tim? Well, you know, I read the menu out the other day on last week on the live. I'll put that up here as well. If you're watching on Capture, by the way. And yeah, I watched that. So I went through that and I was going, yum, yum, yum. And Christina says, what they got? And so we really don't know. What are you going to eat?
Wiener Schnitzel.
A Wiener Schnitzel. A Schnitzel de Wiener. Not a Vino Schnitzel.
A Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel.
It's from Vienna.
From Vienna, but it's actually pork. It's not veal.
No.
It's a Schnitzel Wiener Art, which means the type. So it's basically a thinly sliced escalope of pork dipped in flour, egg, breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs, and fried in a pan with chips and a bit of salad. Yum, yum, or umye, as they say. Is the MacMaster on his way back to Tenerife? He saw Bradford Airport early today. He is actually on his way. It's just going to take him a few months to get here. I did talk to him the other day. If you didn't see that one, I'll put it up here. You can go and see I was on the MacMaster's channel giving a bit of information out, and basically, I don't think anything's going to happen until the UK moves, and I think the UK is moving on the 17th of May. I think is the first time, and they should be fully open by the 26th. But I think 17th of May is going to be some sort of date. Unfortunately, last Tuesday, the government of the Canary Islands extended the UK ban again, also for Brazil and a couple of other places. And so even if you could leave the country, you still can't come in. But I think they're going to coordinate with UK's people being able to leave the country and the UK ban being lifted. Yes, darling?
The UK has moved. Where have they moved to?
The UK hasn't moved. That's the problem. I meant the situation in the UK. If you want to see a clever clogs, here's one. Thumbs up if you love clever clogs. Oh, we got a fan now. Got a fan. There's the fan. Look. Don't know what he's doing. Okay. Back to the things here. What we got here? Oh. Hi Tim, hope you're sorry. Apologies, not being on for a while. Bad time, all booked up for July. Fingers crossed. Horses City forever. Hopefully you can make it, my friend. Hopefully you can make it. Mark and Robert Murphy says, love Vienna Schnitzel. Enjoy it, Christina. Reeds from Leeds, all good. Bud. Oh, that's quite that's quite good. And Ali says, good evening, Tim and Christina. Hope you're both well. The reason I'm reading Christine as Christine is because that's the way Christine actually spells her name. She spells it like the English word Christine, but we pronounce the E in German, in Spanish as well. Yeah. So they pronounce every letter. And so that's why sometimes people write Christine and I say Christine because the E. And so other people say Christina with an A on the end. But she answers to both, or neither, depending on how she feels. Okie dokie. So I've got two things to show you here. The first thing I'm going to show you is the waves, and I think this is the second one. So I'm probably going to be muted after this. Oh no, I'm not. It doesn't mute, so I can tell you what it's about. I go for a walk every morning now, and the walk every morning takes me down to the beach and then back up. And sometimes I come down through the village and then go back up the steep hill from the beach straight up to our flat. And that's a killer. That's the cardiac hill there. But what I found is I can go around the headland, which is a steeper hill but shorter, and then I can go up a sort of a longer incline to the top of the road and stuff like that. So I'm doing a bit more like that. Good evening, says Angribello. Hi. Wife's got a virus. Wife got the virus. She works. Okay, I'll read that in a minute, done trucking. So when I'm down at the beach, I'll take a photo, say good morning, everybody, post it on Instagram and Facebook. So if you're not following us on Instagram and Facebook, what do I do? Oh, no, I don't have it here. I'll have to write a banner that says Instagram and Facebook, and then you can all go and do it. But basically on Facebook, we're at LWMST, and on Instagram, we're Living with MS Tenerife. So, you know, couldn't get the short one there. So let's add this to the stream. This is the beach the other day. Let's see if this works. This is actually the wrong one. This is one for. I'm going to finish that. I'll stop that. There we go. This is the one I want. This is the waves. The waves. Here we go. So this is a slow motion of the waves. So wait for the explosion. There's the little explosion. Oh, it's really good. Have you ordered yet? You haven't ordered yet, have you? No. Okay, here's the next explosion. And here's the big explosion. Boom. Coming straight out. And straight up. Wow. That's looking pretty cool. This is, now you know why the place is called Callao Salvaje, because it's called Savage Pebbles. Savage Pebbles. That's pretty cool. Okay, so the reason I have the second video here, you'll see in a second. Let me just let this finish. Actually, no, I don't have to let it finish. I can kill it. There you go. Back to me. And so I went through some of the old lives, and let's do tree surgeon first. Oh, fly, Robert. Oh, I've got to go back and do some of these comments because I'm missing them. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So Don Trucking came and he said, wife's got the virus. She works on a council of minibuses taking autistic special needs to schools and day centres. Gets tested every Wednesday, tested positive, had a proper test and tested positive again. Oh no. Keep safe and keep yourself to yourselves. And I hope that it doesn't blow into a bad. Anyway, my heart is with you guys. Hi everyone, listen to the AFCAST podcast on my walk today, followed by Janet Anscombe's Canarias. Cool, Dave. Cool. Janet Anscombe and Cleo also do the Canarias on a Monday. So they're a bit longer, they're a half an hour. Mine's about 10 minutes or 15 minutes, depending on how much I speak. But they got a full half hour of stuff, and it's full of information about the Canary Islands and Tenerife in particular. So that's really good. Firefly Robert, are the Canaries accepting Spanish and residents inbound if they are able to legally travel from the UK, not traveling for holiday or leisure reasons? Yeah, basically, if you are arriving here and you are a resident returning home, then obviously you can come in because they can't stop you coming to your house. But if you're not a resident, that means if you don't live here, then they are blocking you. And so having a house here doesn't mean you live here. That means living here means that you live most of the time here, and that you also have your center of life here. You know, your work, your family, and all that stuff. So coming home, anybody can come home. and from Britain. If you happen to be stuck in Britain and you want to leave, then there's nothing to stop you leaving. What is stopping you leaving is saying, I've got to nip to my holiday home to make sure the windows are shut. No. Or I've got to go to that dentist to see if he can have a look at my filling. No. And, oh, I've got a holiday home there and here are the deeds, so that proves I'm resident. But no. And so don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Read from Leeds. Sorry, say, yeah, we are gutted. We are gutted. The red company deducted a bank account for early May. 15 minutes later, email said cancellation. You know, what is that? I think everybody just needs a bit of cash flow. And when the cash is in their account, it's not in your account. So that's what they mean by flowing cash. And it always flows in one direction when you, if you notice, if you do notice. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Class. Hello, Ali. Oh, Slimming Life weight loss experts. Keep on walking. See how exercise makes you feel so alive. Movement like movement of the waves is so exhilarating. Funnily enough, I weighed myself this morning. I'm the lightest I've been in months, haven't I? I've lost 1.7 kilos in February. That's not true, really. I think it's just a little bit of water and stuff. But I'm on the downward slope. So if you look at the trend, from when I was at 116 kilos, I weighed in this morning at 112.9. So that's a 3 kilo difference since my worst bit. But not a long way to go, and I know that this doesn't help. But I am eating less, aren't I, Chris?
Just despacio.
Just yeah.
Despacito.
Despacito. Jesus. I love the beer. So I'll tell you again now, if you want a voiceover, just send me a script. I did get a script from Graham where it wasn't a script. He just asked me to do something. And that's taking a little bit longer because I got to think. But Tom, I do see you in the back. But I'll bring you on in a minute. As long as you got a shirt on and you're not sat with that light behind your head. Okay, so let's finish up here. Put 2 feet on the scales next time. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you know, there's a very famous fat comedian in Germany called Otti. What's his name? Otti Schlachthoff. Ottfried Fischer. And Ottfried Fischer, he says every time he has scales, they break because they only go up to 250 kilos, and he's way over that. He was really big. Yeah, is he still alive? I think he's still alive. Yeah. Anyway, so he was really, really big. So he said, what he does, he stands on the scales and it goes error, 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 and then he presses on the table next to him, and until he's 250 kilos, and then he remembers the pressure that he put on there, and then afterwards he goes and presses the scales with the same pressure and adds that to the 250, and that's how he knows how much he weighs. I'm not that bad at the moment, but you know, fair play, fair play, fair play.
And he's taller than you as well. So
Yeah, he's taller than me. He is taller than me. 3 kilos is a big difference. If you could actually see how large 3 kilos of vast fat actually is. Well, that's me at 6 months old, I think. That's me. So 3 kilos of vast fat. There you go. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, here we go. Done trucking, best of luck. That's good. Whatever other scales to push on with his finger. That's right. Yeah. He's a good soul. Tom, I still see you there. You still haven't moved. You got to move that light from behind your head. Peter Warren says, hi, guys. There he goes. He's moved now. He's moved. Now, before I bring you on, Tom, I'm going to ask you something now. I'm going to ask you something. I watched a couple of your videos, especially one that went to the hospital and stopped before the hospital. And they're all sideways. But when you come on to me, you're right. So I really hope that you have today turned your phone sideways and then gone into your browser and then pressed the link. Let's see if he has. Let's see if he has. Here he comes. I've got to put this on as well so I can hear him. No, he didn't. Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Have I got this up? Why can't I hear you? Oh, because it's not plugged in. Now I can hear you.
Hello, how you doing?
See, I knew you were cheating. I knew you were cheating. So Tom's a good friend of ours. He came on and we met him here in Tenerife. And since he's met us, the Macmaster and Andrew the Night Strider and me, we all went to see him on his birthday.
It wasn't my birthday.
It wasn't his birthday, no. We all went to see him, and since then he's been doing videos and he's been taking tips from all of us, and he's been doing stuff. And I'm not kidding you, this guy goes out in wind and rain and sunshine and everything, and he shows you around his area where he lives. And if that is not dedication, then I don't know what is. So Tom, good luck to you, mate. Did you manage to get the
I've got it here. I'll show you now.
the microphone?
It's here.
What's it called?
It's a clip-on. It's one clip-ons.
Okay, that's like saying I've got a blue car. Let me have a look at the plug. Let me have a look at the little plug coming out of it.
Okay.
Just hold the little plug up to the, what's it called? To the camera. Okay, how many rings does it have? Hold it a bit closer. Hold it a bit closer. So it's got a tip, ring, and sleeve. Okay, that's what they call a TRRS. So that's for plugging into a mobile phone or a tablet or a computer. It won't plug into a recorder. Okay, so this is specially made for plugging into a mobile phone. Okay, onto the headphone jack of a mobile phone. You got that?
Yeah.
See, I've got the same one here. It's tip, ring, sleeve. I can't unplug it, otherwise you won't be able to. Well, I can.
Oh.
Oh, I died. Am I back, Tom?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. Yeah, basically,
I'm on
tip, ring, sleeve. But what I had to do, I've got to put an adapter in to plug it into a standard microphone input, because the microphone inputs are typically TRS, tip, ring, sleeve. So that's why I have to plug this one, which normally would go into my phone without an adapter. But because I'm splitting the thing for my headphones, I have to put an adapter in the middle. So if you ever have any problems with it where it's not working, it's probably because you're plugging into the wrong thing. But it should work if you plug it into a headphone jack of a mobile phone, a computer, or a tablet. Okay?
Yeah.
And the other tip I'd like to give you if you're online is a great tip that I've given to lots of people. You have a gimbal, don't you?
Yeah.
You have to balance the gimbal before you turn it on. So the more balanced that your phone is, before you turn it on, the less sound you get from the gimbal going, because the motors are trying to keep it straight, okay? So just put it on the table with the stand, put your phone in, and then move your phone around until it's actually done. Somebody else is coming in. It looks like Darren John. I'll bring him in a minute. So
I've got 418 subscribers now.
418. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I shout out every time Tom's on. I'll always shout out and get him some more subscribers. If you're the first time here, or you want to catch up and you don't know who Tom is, and you think, who is that guy that can't hold a phone sideways? You know, is he worth watching? And he is worth watching. I mean, he goes in, he shows you around, he does his bit. Give him a subscribe. If you watch 1 in 3, that's okay. You know, you don't have to watch everything that I do or everything that he does, but give him a subscription, because it all helps for the algorithm to push his video to more people. And give it a thumbs up as well. And whilst you're here, you can give us a thumbs up. Is that right, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay, Darren's in the back office.
When lockdown ends in 5 weeks' time, I'm getting the train to different towns. So I'm going to be filming in different towns after lockdown.
Oh, that'd be cool. In fact, doing the train journey would be cool. You know, filming the train journey. Yeah. You know, you don't. Well, it's not going to be live, is it? So what you could do is film yourself arriving at the station, and then film a couple of B-roll shots on the train at the window, and then if somebody's walking past with coffee and stuff, that'd be quite nice. And then go and do the town as you would normally do. Oh, that sounds really good.
Can we try and film in Manchester or somewhere?
Oh, that's cool. I wouldn't go to Manchester. They're all robbers there. They'll mug you.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I'm a Manchester.
I'll be back.
I was born in Salford. You can't get a train to Tenerife, Tom. You know, I know that you'd love to get a train here, but we can't get a train to Tenerife.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring Darren on.
Tenerife very soon.
Okay, Chris Ailing says, Sunday smoothies, and Crackmaster says, not sure. I think he meant that you went on and said hi on Sunday smoothies, yeah? Chris is your mate, right? You know Chris Ailing?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what else we got? We got, as far as jabs concerned, I just went to NHS website and booked both vaccinations at the local chemist and live in Birmingham. Get a train to Birmingham, go and get the vaccination. Have you been vaccinated yet?
No, not yet. I will soon.
Okay. Darren's in the back office. Should we let him on?
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Okay, you ready, Darren? Put your thumb up. You ready to go on? You got your shirt on, have you? Here we go.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. You got your earphones in this time?
I haven't, but I think last time I had it on the TV, so it was.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so I've turned that off.
Okay, so
happy Friday.
Happy Friday. What is it? Cola? Rum and Coke.
Yeah, let's say cola.
Do you need anything, darling? Would you like to order some food?
No.
Not ordering food. There you go. So, Darren John, singer extraordinaire, I believe.
In the 90s.
In the 90s, not the noughties. Here we go.
No.
There's Darren. What are you doing these days? Most people who don't know Darren, he used to be the guy that did 50 Fit by 50 walking, that's what it's called, and now his channel is called Darren John, and he shows you all around about his borough, which is down in London. And yeah, give us a bit of an advert for your channel there, Darren.
Yeah, I used to be Fit Over 50, no excuses. And the reason why I changed it is because people were watching the channel thinking that it was only targeted at people over 50, which it wasn't. So I thought, well, do you know what? Let's change it back to my Tenerife stage name, Darren John, and we'll just do walkouts around London. And that's what I do. And yeah, that's about it, really. Can I just say hi to Daniel, because I know he's watching, and it'd be great if he could come on, by the way.
Of course you can.
And hello, Tom. John. How are you?
I'll subscribe to your YouTube channel.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you very much.
It's good.
And Tom, I didn't give you a chance to. I mean, I did a little bit of advert for your channel, but you know, what's your elevator pitch for your channel?
If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I do walkarounds in Cumbria, around the UK. Like after lockdown, it's gonna go to a different level, like the Crackmaster says. I'm gonna be jumping off cliffs. I'm doing the Satan's Ashes with Daniel.
You can actually go to Cark in Cumbria, right at the end of the 350-mile cul-de-sac, isn't it, Cark? And you can jump out of a plane.
Yeah, that's not far from me. I was about an hour in the car.
All right, I went there and jumped out of a plane in 1986. No, it was before that. It was before that. 1984 it was.
No.
I went and jumped out of a plane.
I wasn't born then.
I'll be live again on Sunday. I'm hoping to go live with Jeff Carter.
You're going live with Jeff Carter on Sunday?
Hoping so.
Cool, dude. I'm
Or
crackling again.
maybe
How about that then?
So every time that Darren John comes on my channel, people say I'm crackling. Isn't that roasted pork?
Oh no.
Yeah, you're crackling.
Shall I'll tell you what, Tim. I
What?
don't want this on your channel. So
No.
let's take me off, and then I'll come back on with some earphones. How about that?
Let me just mute you for a second and see if that's better. So Darren's muted now. So I'm crackling now. Crackling rolls again on board. Do 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 do.
Still crackling.
Right. It's not crackling. Okay. Well, I think
still
you're crackling. I'm still crackling. I'm going to mute you. So these two are these two are now muted, and I am on my own. So I can say what I like, and they cannot reply unless they know sign language. So, ladies and gentlemen, am I crackling right now? Now, I know it says still crackling in here, but that might be later. So, I'm going to wait 2 seconds. Am I crackling? Am I not crackling? Fella says have a beer and a fizzy water, so I don't care if I'm crackling or not. So I'm still crackling. Check the cables you were showing. Okay, well, cable. And okay, I've unplugged and replugged everything. I'm actually going to bring Darren back on. Okay, Darren, you're unmuted now.
Hello, hello.
Hello. I can't hear the crackling though. That's the problem. And also, when I go listen to it back, I'm not crackling either.
Okay.
Let's see if I can go to audio. iPad microphone. Let me turn off echo cancellation. I'll turn off automatically adjust and echo cancellation. So now there is no echo cancellation. So you probably hear an echo.
To be fair, Tim, even I can hear the crackling.
You can? Even when I mute you?
Yeah.
A microphone, maybe. Oh, can you hear this?
Yep.
It could be the microphone. I should get 2 new ones next week. It started crackling when you unplugged your mic. I'm going to unplug the whole thing. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I can only hear you guys. I'm going to put the... Why do people with motorbikes have to have small wheelies? There we go. Settings, audio, cancellation, audio.
Salute.
Right. So this is me now, like every other YouTuber in the world, just talking to a YouTube phone. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Maybe I've just got too many plugs plugged in, eh?
Yeah, well, he did show me about 57 this morning on the Zoom call.
Exactly them, was it? I have interference. Do I have some interference?
Yeah, I can't pinpoint it, Tim. I don't know what it is.
It could be it could be that I need to go out and come back in again. So what I'll do is I'll start this camera, and I'll start this camera, and then I'll start this mic and start this one. So I'm gonna go out with this one now. I'll plug this in. Are you there?
Now you're Darth Vader.
Hey, Darren.
No.
Yeah.
Have you subscribed to my YouTube?
I have, Tom, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dan,
look.
you're
Daniel.
online.
Top of the morning.
And you know what? After all that, what's the crack?
I put the camera the wrong way. Oh, what a legend.
I thought you were gonna be in solidarity.
Blimey, Tim,
You know what, Tim?
You're hosting this, and you're the one that's out.
Daniel, when's Liga into Tenerife? What time?
Tim, definitely don't ever call me with that voice, because honestly, I'm going to call the police. That voice that's coming through that sounds like a serial killer. I'm coming for you. I'm outside your window.
I will find you.
When you two can have an
Now it's
exploit
different.
mine for only 3
Oh, man.
easy payments.
I'm out of here.
95. You're on the normal thing now.
What's the matter with this?
Or is this?
That's
I
mad.
can't even hear Tim anymore. It's just a growl.
Hey,
Okay.
Daniel, what time?
What I'm gonna
Daniel.
do, go in and come back in. So you 3 guys are gonna be on your own for a minute.
Whoa, we're on our own. Nice
Daniel,
to
what
find
time
you.
does the league get to Tenerife?
Actually, be on the same live as you, Darren.
Oh, mate, it's good to see you.
Thanks for doing that vlog, by the way. I can actually say to you, thanks for doing it. On the Gherkin, I love that building. Nice one, man.
No, you're welcome. Just give me some more because I want some ideas. So
Tim came up with an idea. Was the I forgot. I'm gone blank now. Tim, do you remember? Was it the Kew Garden?
Kew Gardens, that was it. Because we were talking about the Kew Gardens. That's right.
Because the big connection. If you watch the vlog where I spoke to John about in the Orchid Gardens, there's a big connection between the Kew Garden and Tenerife, and the artist. I can't think of her name now. I've gone blank. A lot of her art is there, and some of it was painted in Tenerife and in the Orchid Gardens and in that area.
No, absolutely, yeah. Well, I'll make that my next one.
There's a scary person behind you, Darren.
This is Luke, by the way. You've seen him in a couple of my videos, actually. This is my son, Luke.
I can't see from this far.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of you all on Dad's YouTube, put it that way.
You know you're getting old when the son says on Dad's YouTube.
Yeah.
We cranked it up with the winder and we watched it.
Well, wait, I think we're going to go to that little
We've lost him again. Yes.
I just died again. What's my sound like now?
Don't leave me now. You take away the biggest part of me.
How's me sound, guys?
Sounds a bit better, man.
Okay, because what I did, I turned the iPad off. It could be that I've got the iPad and the phone right next to each other, and it might be interfering with it.
Right.
Or it might be the this thing as well, the MiFi.
The MiFi.
Yeah.
It's Miffy.
Miffy.
It's a nippy Miffy.
No, it's Christina's the wifey.
Wi-Fi's brother.
The wifey.
The wifey. I'll mute this thing behind me.
Yeah.
How are you, Christina?
Paul
How are
Moore,
you,
my
Christina? She
channel,
can't hear
Sam and John.
Oh, I'm good.
She's
What's
good.
the crack, Christine?
What's the
Hi,
crack?
Christine,
She says.
how are you?
They can't hear you because I got my earphones back plugged in.
You're better off not hearing me. I'm not.
What does that mean?
She says, "What does that mean?"
It means, what is the fun?
What's happening?
What's the fun? What's happening, man?
Oh,
Yo, yo, yo.
What?
I'm gonna have a good meal.
You gonna have a good meal?
Yeah.
Who's paying for that?
What are you having?
I'm gonna have the roulada, I think, which is the rolled beef with the bacon and the stuff in it. But I'm not gonna eat it. I'm just gonna taste it and then spit it out.
I don't believe that.
Christina's having a Wiener Schnitzel.
That's easy for you to say.
A Wiener Schnitzel. The old Wiener Schnitzel. We're 44 minutes in now. I did do my things I wanted to do, but which I shall do now. Let me just come back in with this one. 2 seconds, me old Chinas. Because what I'm going to do,
more.
I'm going to
Four
ask
more.
some questions.
Bless you. Thank you.
I'm going to. Sorry.
Well,
What's
I've
the
just
temperature
seen
today?
Paul Moore. He just said he's subscribed to my channel, so I'm just saying thank you.
I came in now, so on this mute it on camera. So I'm on with 2 cameras now. Am I crackling now? I can actually hear
No,
me
but
crackling myself.
your twin is a bit dangerous looking.
My twin is very dangerous.
Oh, I don't. Oh,
Oh, doesn't he look like you?
yeah. He... Don't do that again.
There's Chris now.
Hey,
Christina's
Hey,
hair
Chris.
looks lovely. In fact, the lady who does Christina's hair is the owner of the Monte Cristo bar at the top, where she doesn't allow me to go anymore. Who's grinding stuff in the background? Is that me?
I'm going to shut now. Don't what's going on next door.
Don't
Shut
worry
the
about it. Don't worry about it, my friend. Don't worry about it. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to show you a couple of comments the last time that I didn't actually respond to on the live. So I'm going to turn this off. Stop the cam. There you go. I'm going to go to the banners. Here's the first one. So Carlos came on last time and says you need a lot of money for Tenerife, Spain. I'm actually going to mute you guys. Mute. So you're all muted apart from me. So you need a lot of money for Tenerife, Spain, because cost of living is very high. Cheaper food isn't. And I actually looked into this, and the cost of living is actually quite lower. It's quite lower here, but you have to know where to shop. So if you come on holiday and you go to the supermarket and you go, wow, that's expensive, it's because you're on holiday and you're in a supermarket. So if you go to the markets to get your vegetables and all fresh food, if you go to the butcher's instead of getting pre-packed stuff, then that's really good. So you just need meat and vegetables. That's great. If you need any specialities, especially if you need sort of like processed food from England, then that's expensive. But if fresh vegetables and fresh meat, if you go in the other side of the motorway, if you like, the inner ring of the motorway, then it's very cheap to live here. I must admit, it is expensive if you're on the coast. You're a captive audience, so they're obviously going to do that. So the other comment that I got was to do a show to get into the Magic Circle, Tim, like an interview. This was Stuart Adams was saying he was really interested that I was a member of the Magic Circle, and yes, I did do a show. You have to go to the headquarters in London, and you have to get on stage, and you have to do a show. The other thing that you can do is send in an uncut video. People from overseas, and I was in Germany at the time, so I did actually go in and I did an uncut video at the German Magic Circle meet that I was at, and sent that in. That was enough for me to get in, and I was proposed and seconded by 2 people in 2008 from Blackpool. I went to the Magicians Conference in Blackpool, which is the largest magicians conference in the world, which unfortunately wasn't this year, and I met the Magic Circle council there, and they seconded me and proposed me, so I thank them, and I've been a member since 2009. So there you go. Ian's come on. I'm not going to bring you in just yet till I finish this. Jason Barbershop Timberley says, Tim, one day could you make a fricadella meatball? Cool. Arthur, I can make my fricadella meatballs and take a picture of them and send them to you. Here is Peter Porter says, Tim, have they done anything to the concrete shell at the back of the station? And this is what I did. No, even I could hear the crackling on that one. I could hear the crackling on that one. So it could be that it's the PC, it's the Mac at home that's crackling. So I'm just going to kick the Mac out. How do I do that? Because it's a I logged in with the administrator and you can't kick administrators. So anyway, so that was the ruin at the back of the Blue Sea restaurant. That was for Peter Porter. And I worked in Saint Louis and Cologne, and they told me in Cologne I could drink as much Kölsch as I liked and not get the overhang, as they called it. It's not true. It is not true. It doesn't give you as bad a one as a chemical beer, but there's a purity law in Bavaria and also in Cologne, I think, yeah, that says you can only use 5 natural products in beer, which is barley malt, wheat, and water, yeast, and so it doesn't give you as bad a hangover as some of the chemical beers, some of the processed lager beers. So yeah, you are right. It's not true, but it's still okay. Thank you for that, Peter Fox. And this one from Joe Wilson. Hi, Tim. If you see Sandy in a bar, please say, hi, fear me now, and forward to getting there in January. I'll start that again with a Scottish accent. Hey, Tim, if you see Sandy in the bar, please say, hi, for me now. Forward getting there in January, get you a couple of days. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I'll take that off. Then I'm going to unmute everybody. So, Crackmaster's unmuted. Darren's unmuted. And Tom's unmuted. And Ian, there we go, ladles and jelly spoons.
I'm there.
So am I still crackling or what?
Yes.
Go on.
I apologise. Right, I'm going to close it down and buy Christina a wonderful meal. I think I missed a donation as well. Andrew Horseman, thank you so much for your regular contributions there. It really does make a difference. Thank you so much. Okay, I've missed all the what's it called? There's nothing big. Christina's looking well, she says. Okay, I'm coming down. Here's a big one. Contact with Johnny Circus, K. Charlie Chaplin, used magic act to come with his brilliant. Saw him in Paradiso many times. You know, I have not seen him. I have heard of him, but I've not seen him. There's quite a few that I've seen but not heard. But I can hear myself 6 times in my earphones, so it must be cool for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish and I'm going to move around to Chris very quickly, which I could have done all the time, but she said don't put me on stream. So, oh, we've lost somebody. We've lost it, I think. Okay, so I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me today, guys, and thank you for listening to us at home. If you want to catch up, I hope to see you sometime, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that little bell for notifications. And thumbs up. Thumbs up. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.
Bye.